Hi everyone, Ashley here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, and welcome to another monthly favorites video. I can't believe we're at the end of April, but here we are, and we're doing this setup today because I didn't really want to set up my table for today. I was already down here. I filmed a video for my patrons, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and just do a little chill and chat with you guys again and share my favorites for the month of April. I have a couple books here I'm going to share, and of course some decks. So let's get comfy and talk about my favorites. I personally actually really love doing these videos too for you guys. I know you guys really enjoy watching them, but it's like really fun for me too, just to see like what I gravitated towards the most during the month, the decks I worked with the most. So let's begin, because I really enjoyed this a lot. I have a coffee, so I'm going to take a sip of that real quick. Okay, I think I'm going to start with my books again. Let's see. Yeah, start with the books and then I'll move into the decks. That's how we'll do it. First off, I'm going to share this one here. So Women Who Run with the Wolves. I've had this book for quite a while, for a few years now, and I read stories out of it here and there, but I never really fully committed to it and committed to like really working with the stories and seeing what pops up for me, or just like working with this wild woman archetype. And so I decided that with my patrons, we are doing like a little book club with this. And so we have begun reading this, and I'm really loving that journey so far. So again, we just started this. We did the intro last week, just started our first story for this week. So this is really, really fun, and I'm so excited to not only be working through this with a group of people instead of just by myself, but I'm excited to work with that wild woman archetype and to just feel that freedom and that, you know, bold empowerment and confidence. And so I'm really excited for this journey. So I'm loving this experience. As far as journals, I'm going to pop this in here real quick as well. I didn't bring my spring journal in here. I'm still doing morning mindset pages or morning pages in my spring journal. And this is my tarot journal. I have shared this before, believe it or not, but I wanted to share it again because it looks different now. I actually had this black contact paper, and this journal, it's Tarot for Today by Heather Mattern. And of course I'll leave links down below if you want to check anything out. And I'm not an affiliate, so I don't make any money off of any links I share. I'm just sharing just cause. But this is her book, and while I did love the cover of it, I don't know, I still wanted to make it me. So I even like added black edging here, and this contact paper is awesome. It's like, it's black, and it's like got this texture to it, but it was like really thick. So it actually made the cover really sturdy, because I also don't like it when my corners start being all, it's a personal thing, but like, I don't like it when my corners start being weird. So it made it sturdy. And then I added the Triskel down here in red because I love it. And it ties in with the goddess, the Morrigan, who I am working with, and who, by the way, is part of this next book I'm sharing. This is the Celtic Lore and Spellcraft of the Dark Goddess, Invoking the Morrigan by Stephanie Woodfield. I got this book at the beginning of the year when I first felt called to work with the Morrigan, and I began it and then got sidetracked with other projects and things, but I'm back to it. And I love reading her stories, her mythologies. I feel really, it's hard to describe, but she is the first deity that I really feel connected to. When I first started my path, I was really focusing on the goddess Isis, which I love her too. She's like this mothering energy. She is this healing energy as well. And of course she's magical. Like, she has all these healing properties though too, like the nurturing and healing motherly aspects and things. And I do know of Isis's story, but the Morrigan really came forward this year. And I really feel connected to her more so than I even did with the goddess Isis, even though she was the one that I went to first and I did go to her, but like the Morrigan came to me. So I think that's could be the reason why there's that stronger connection. And I think the reason why is because at the end of last year in October, I actually, on the Aries full moon, I did my own initiation ritual and, basically did my own initiation to my path, my practice of being a solitary witch and just doing my own thing, following my intuition and learning and studies and all of that. And then this year, my main focus was shadow work. And then I started seeing crows pop up everywhere. And they're still around me all the time, and I hear them. And they're associated with the Morrigan. And the Morrigan literally popped in my head on January 3rd. She just did. It was like, bam, the Morrigan. And I wrote her down in my planner on the 3rd. And then I started looking her up and was like, whoa, there's a lot of connections here. And not only for my work this year, which is transformation, shadow work, and she's a part of all of that because she is the goddess of war, of death, of sovereignty, but there's so much more to her as well. She's also the goddess of magic. And so there's just a lot I'm learning with her, and this book has been a great help for that. With her stories, again, with her mythologies, but there's also the tie into my Celtic lineage as well. And so there have been signs when I think about it, like her symbols popping up everywhere for me. And like, I've had a triquetra pendant for a really long time, since high school. And like the Triskel has been showing up. And so it's like, I feel like she's been with me for a long time. And so it's really fun to explore all that. So anyway, there's that. That's pretty much it for all the books. But since we're talking about the Morrigan, I'm going to share the deck I use to work with her. A couple decks, actually. But of course, there's this one. This is the Call of the Morrigan Oracle. I did do a mod on this like just last week. The edges are red, and I put the same black contact paper that's on my notebook over there on the backs of this one. The backs originally looked like this. I don't know if I can get it. There we go. The backing originally looked like this. Okay. And I decided, which it's beautiful, and I scanned it so I could have this, and I'm going to put it in a frame eventually, but I wanted to keep this because Naomi Kornick's artwork is stunning. I love it. It's beautiful. I get the idea here, this representation, because the Morrigan is a shapeshifter. So she's associated with the wolf. She's associated with eels, with the crow and ravens and the cattle. But it didn't fit the vibe and energy of the deck itself for me personally. So I decided to do that, and her colors are black and red as well, so I did that. But I really love working with this deck. The author of the book is actually Stephanie Woodfield, and there's another lady that, actually I have it right here. Stephanie Woodfield, Karen Storminger, both of those ladies wrote the guidebook, and then the art is by Naomi Kornick. But I really love working with this deck while reading the book that Stephanie Woodfield wrote as well. But even in this guidebook, like there's a spell or ritual that ties in with each of these cards, and the artwork is just stunning. Naomi's work is just beautiful. But yeah, I'm really loving, of course, working with this deck alongside working with the Morrigan and reading her stories as well. Because again, like the more I'm learning about her myths and everything, the closer I get to this deck as well, because I can clearly see the stories and the characters that are woven throughout. So that's been really, really fun. So I'm working with that. And then another deck that I associate with the Morrigan now is my Murder of Crows deck. So I am still using this one. There's the backs. edged it in like in red and black. But this deck is, it's the Morrigan. It's totally her vibe. It's like dark and moody, but powerful and wise. Like it's wise. And I love all the crow energy. But just the images, there's just this like black and white, but it's not really white. I guess it's like black and cream. It's like this shadowy, misty world, and with all these crows, and I love it. It totally fits her vibe for me. And this came up quite a bit, which I love. I mean, I love working with this deck. It's beautiful. So those two decks I love working with together as well when I do pulls for myself. And when I'm working with her. Okay, moving along. If I can find, where did the, got it. What is going on? Sorry guys, my bag is like being really weird. Oh no. What happened? Ah, there it is. Having little bag malfunctioning things going on here. Okay, where do I want to go next? Okay, another deck, which y'all have seen, but these are like decks that are in my rotation. I just love them. The Deviant Moon. This one I just absolutely love. It is a straight up fall wherever it may fall deck. Just kidding. It's a very, a really good reader for me. I'll say that. It's a really good reader. It's clear, but also like profound. I've had really profound readings with this deck already, and I just connect with it. At first, I didn't think I was going to really care too much for this deck, like when I've just seen images online. But the colors and everything just really pop, and it's like the world just kind of comes alive. And it's like this dreamscape, and I don't know, there's just so much I feel I could do with this deck. Not to mention the big guidebook I have for it is amazing too. I really love Patrick's view and message that he associated with each card. It's just really, this deck has become a favorite for sure. Okay, and then let's move on to the other tarot deck. I think I have 3 tarot decks here, and the rest are Oracle. So the next tarot deck that I've been working with that is new to my collection as well is the Tarot de la Nuit, which is Tarot of the Night. Here's the beautiful backing. Excuse me. This deck is another one that surprised me. It's not one that I would typically go for artwork wise. Like it's, you know, like photo, or they look like photos. I don't really know necessarily how it was created, but it's like more realistic, you know, like they look like photographs, like digital work. But yeah, the stories, like you can see stories. And right now I'm like I mentioned before with my patrons, we're working through Women Who Run with the Wolves. And so we're really working with stories and how stories impact us. And this deck, that's how I've connected with this deck. And I'm really loving it because this deck totally tells stories. You get these characters, and there's actually like straight up, just like the Cinderella card, like there's straight up ones in here that you're like, that's a fairy tale, that's a fairy tale. Right here's the Morrigan for me, which is so fitting. This is another reason why I connected so much with this deck. Not only for the storytelling aspect and how it's able to help me tell stories really well with tarot cards, but also this card too. This card, I mean, it's the Hermit card, and normally, like the Morrigan is typically associated with the Death card, right? Because she is the goddess of death, of warfare. And so that is like her card. But seeing her on this card made sense for me though, because she is associated with the number 9, and of course number 3, but also number 9, and the Hermit is number 9 in tarot. And you can see she's got her crow companion up here, and it's like all red and black. I know it's kind of hard to tell because these cards are glossy, so I'm sorry for the glare, but I was called to her during this year, and this is the year of the Hermit. If you add 2025 up, so 2 + 2 + 5, add all that up, you get 9. This is the year of the Hermit. So I feel like this deck, this deck was on my radar for over a year. I've known about it, I've seen it, never decided to get it until this year, and I think this is the reason why. I was meant to have it this year, so that was just a way for me to connect with this deck even more. But I've, again, really been loving it for the stories, working on the stories I tell myself, and not to mention the guidebook. The guidebook, I mean, this is a low Scarabeo deck, so the guidebook's not big. It's, you know, just one of these, and you only get like 30 some pages or something. No, well, I lied. You do get more. You get 60 pages in this book before it turns to the other languages, but the messages for these cards, you get just a little paragraph, but they're amazing. And it's like the character on the card is speaking to you. And so this is definitely a, you know, want to give it a read if you have that deck, because it's really good. I really have been enjoying that too. Okay, moving along to Oracle decks here. There I go with my bag malfunction again. I should just stop messing with the bags, right? This deck is another new one, but it's an older deck. It's from 1998, but it's the Shaman Wisdom cards. I mean, this deck came out originally in 1998. Here's the backs. I am also studying shamanism. I feel like I'm being led down that path, and so I've been studying all of that, and I came across this deck. It randomly popped up for me on Amazon, and when I saw a couple of the images that were shown with it, I knew I was meant to work with this deck. I love that there's plant medicine in here, that you have your animal guides in here, you have the directions included, you know, north, south, east, west, you have crystal energy, and you have the, what was the other thing? Oh, the moons. You also have the moon associations in here. So I'm really excited to get to know this deck more. It's already quickly become a favorite because of my first pull I did with it. But I don't know it to its full extent yet. And so I'm excited to see where that journey goes. But that is the Shaman Wisdom cards. Put that over there. Okay. Next up is another deck that I hadn't seen much of, like other people talk about, but it's the Untamed Spirit Animal Oracle. The Wisdom from the Wild Within. This was just another one that popped up for me, but like I loved the artwork in it. It was absolutely beautiful. And of course we have the raven here on top. And I also love that they put keywords down here at the bottom. So you have magic and destiny. Also very glossy cards. Here's the backing of it. I just think that's really beautiful. But the artwork is stunning in this deck. I love this just black and white imagery. I'm loving it. You have dog, friendship, loyalty, pelican, sea turtle, like all these animals. It's just beautiful. And the guidebook's really good too. I'm really enjoying it as well. There's a lot of good information in there. I was going to try to see if I can find another one of my favorites. Oh, okay. I mean, they're all really good. Here's horse. I've been using these in my collective readings over on Patreon. Over on Patreon. Or I just began, like this is a newer deck to me too. But I already connected to it and I wanted to pull one card for my collective, and it was amazing. So I love that wolf one too. I was gonna try to find, ooh, there's the lion. That's beautiful. Where's the, oh, I must have passed it. Oh well. The elephant was one of the ones I was gonna share with you because I really loved it too, but I must have passed that somewhere. Oh, there it is. Here we go. I love that one too. But very, very beautiful. I forget who. It's illustrated by Rocco Lombardi. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but another beautiful deck. Okay, another favorite that quickly become a favorite is the Lost Oracle. Now, I forgot to grab it. It's right here behind me though. I will say that this deck, Magick of You Oracle, has shown up quite a bit in my collective readings over on Patreon as well. I've really been connecting with this one, and it's really been giving us some good insights. Because what I like to do, or what I was doing, I like to switch it up, okay? But I really love this deck for pulling like the main core theme energy for our week ahead, and then taking the phrase on this and pulling around that and creating my spread around that and being like, okay, what, like with this energy, what do we need to work on? What do we need to do? And this has just been really, really great for that. And I knew she had this deck. I've known about this one for a while, but sorry, I'm going to not knock my coffee over, but change how I'm sitting there. But this one was on my radar for a while, and I just recently decided to get it as well, and did a few pulls for myself, and I love it. And then, yeah, this one's going to be popping up a lot in my personal practice as well as for my Patreon peeps, and it's beautiful too. It's so beautiful. I love that image. The artwork's gorgeous, but I love Fiona's work. I know she has another deck out, and I've seen it. I'm not sure if I'll get it yet or not. I kind of, with decks, it's like, just like with the Tarot de la Nuit, like I'll see them and they're like, maybe like it's sometimes iffy for me, or it just isn't the right time, you know? And then like a little bit of time will go by, and it's like, as I'm growing on my path, it'll like eventually pop up and be like, hey, you need me now. So that's when I end up getting it. So we'll see about her other one, but for now, I'm really enjoying these two for sure. So that is the Lost Oracle by Fiona Horn, in case I didn't mention that. I'm not sure if I did. And Magick of You. I mean, I've really been enjoying both of those actually this month. Okay, a couple more. I have the Celtic Spirit, which again kind of ties in with my work with the Morrigan and my Celtic lineage. I saw this deck and was like, well, I need that one. It was just an instant, like, I just needed it. Plus it has the Triskel on the back as well here, which is beautiful. And I love it when Rockpool has been doing this. They actually did it with this one too. They've been edging, like putting this matte edging on their decks, and I love this matte edging that they're doing because it matches exactly with what's on the back, and especially this one. Like I absolutely love that. This deck's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited to keep working with this one. I love that you get these like 3 key words down here. I love the artwork. And I love the messages that come through. And with the guidebook, you have some guides in here as well, some deities. You have Ceridwen. You also have the Maiden, Mother, and Crone energy in here. Oops. So there's the Maiden, the Standing Stones, Green Man, Peace Walker. Like this deck's beautiful. Oh, I love this one too. The Shaman Spiral. That was also another reason why I felt called to this deck, because the creator of this deck, which I hadn't mentioned yet, but is Nicola McIntosh. And she herself is I don't know if it says here on the back. No, but she practices Celtic shamanism. And I thought that's, like, I was intrigued. So I am going to be working with this deck for a while for myself personally, and see where it goes. Not to mention, I really want to work with this deck with like the next 2 decks I'm going to be sharing with you guys because of the Fae energy in this deck as well. Like, look how cute. This one right here is so pretty. I love the pop of color on this one. It's gorgeous. And, okay, there's not like too many deities in here. But look, the Morrigan. is in here. And when I saw this deck, I did not know that this card was in here. I had only saw a few images of the cards, but I did not see that one. So I was amazed and just like blown away when I saw that. Yeah, this deck's just, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm loving it. So I'm going to be working with this one quite a bit into May here as well. Okay, the next two decks I'm going to share with you guys. I pulled this deck out recently because well, has to tie in with my next deck, but I pulled this deck out recently again and have been working with it, and that is the Faeries Oracle by Brian Froud. This one's a favorite. It's a favorite. I love this deck. I did a mod on mine, so mine is trimmed down to the image. I also have contact paper on both sides, so it's a little glossier too. I did that to thicken up the cards because they were quite thin when I received the deck, but all that aside, this deck is stunning. I love Brian's artwork. I love the energy I feel with this deck. This is like an everyday pull, like, you know, what do I need to know? The guidebook's amazing. There's so much you can do with this deck. It's a very versatile deck, in my opinion. I really love working with it and with other decks. So yeah, that's the Faeries Oracle. And then the next deck, which I am working on modding it as well, but the Heart of Faeries Oracle, which is out of print. I did a video on it with walking through this deck. I'm sad it's out of print, but I really love this deck. Even when I'm doing a mod on it, I can't even describe the feeling. It definitely is heart-based. It's heart-centered, but to me, like, and it's a deck that is supposed to focus on like your relationships and things of that nature. But it's also like the relationship with yourself, and that's how I feel I'm working with it for the time being. But here's some of the images. I put contact paper on both sides on this one too, and I trimmed it just a smidge, and I love it. I love it. Look at that. It's so cute. And then I'm edging it in this red so it like matches the heart. I'm gonna end on that one. This card right here, I love it. I absolutely love this crone card. And then like flipping it around, you see like the other face right there. Absolutely love it. So I am slowly chipping away at, I have to file the edges down a little bit to get them smooth and then edging them, but I can't wait till that's done. All right, that is all my favorites for the month of April. I do believe, yeah, that's the main ones I've been working with anyway. I've kind of been like all over in like different things here and there, but those are the core main favorites of April. Cannot believe again that we're at the end of April, but my goodness, the time just flies. But I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.